Welcome to Packs and Picks, or welcome back to Packs and Picks for some of you. Today is just about the 1 year anniversary of me starting this channel, so it felt like a good time to sit down and talk about the last year and also take a look at the next year to come. I also wanted to take a moment to share some of my reasoning for building the channel and some of the goals that I set for myself. When I started the channel, I didn't proclaim any mission statement or talk about any objectives that I had. I just started cracking packs and building decks, which was fun and all, but now that we've got over a year's worth of content to talk about, it seems like a good time to go over some of those goals and objectives that I had. To be honest, when I started the channel, this very video is something that I look forward to. Just the thought of having over a year's worth of content to look back on excited me and really motivated me to keep going throughout the year. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's talk about some of my goals first. So what were the reasons that I wanted to start a channel? Well, when I started things off, I wanted another way to engage with the card games that I was interested in. In my circle, I'm the person who's interested in board games and card games, and it can be tough to get one person interested in a trading card game, let alone dabble in multiple. On top of that, with work and other life commitments, it can be a struggle to get to the local game store for weekly events. That's assuming they even have an event for some of these trading card games. So on top of all that, I thought building a YouTube channel would help keep me engaged in TCGs and also give me another lens through which to view all these card games. I'm happy to say that I achieved that goal. I started thinking about the games I cover in a new light. Every new set was an opportunity to make more content, and really I just created another opportunity to build decks and open packs, which was great. In starting the channel, I also wanted to improve my ability to articulate and vocalize my assessments and opinions. There's a lot of streamers out there who seem to have a knack for communicating their thought process and analyzing cards and play patterns. I'm definitely not one of them, but it's something that I aspire to. And so part of the reason for making this channel was to give myself opportunities, practice really, at communicating my opinions. I still do script out my sealed deck build videos, so I have that as a crutch, but I do want to make it a goal to improve my commentary skills over time and eventually do away with that crutch entirely. I'm a big believer that tabletop games can be a proxy for real life, and I thought by vocalizing my card assessments, I can improve my ability to communicate my opinions elsewhere in my life. While I know I've made progress, I know there's still a lot more work I can make towards this goal. It's a lifelong pursuit really, but I'm okay with that. My last goal in starting this channel was to find other gamers like me and to be part of a community. If you've been following along for the last year, you know I'm a fan of limited formats and playing a variety of card games. My hope in building this channel was to give people who are also interested in limited and playing a variety of TCGs a home. I think limited is an accessible way to experience TCGs, and I wanted to model that. And so with that, let's get on to some statistics. As of this video, I'm engaged with 4 TCGs: Magic the Gathering, Grand Archive, Sorcery Contested Realm, and Star Wars Unlimited. I have plans to cover the Alter TCG when it releases later this summer, and that'll bring the total number of games in the Packs and Picks coverage to 5. Over the last year, I've opened 135 packs, building 22 sealed decks for those TCGs. My most popular video was, perhaps not surprising, my one outlier. My Limited Essentials video, where I go over all the equipment that I take with me to limited events, was the most engaged video on the channel so far. On the short side, the series of videos I did for Top Commons for Star Wars Unlimited were by far my most popular shorts. It was a new challenge for me making those videos, but it was also fun and rewarding and something I plan on doing again for the next set. Overall, I earned 33 subscribers and have over 7,000 views. I know it's small numbers in YouTube terms, but it doesn't make it any less rewarding to create something for someone else that I'm passionate about. So thank you so much for watching. When I think back on the last year, I'm amazed that it's only been a year. It simultaneously feels like I just started, but I've also been doing this for much longer than I have. And I do plan to keep doing this. Building the channel over the last year has only stimulated more ideas of the things that I can create next. And so in true reflective fashion, here are some of the goals that I have for the channel in the next year. One of the big things missing from the channel is gameplay of the decks that we build. It was always part of my vision to show the full life cycle of a deck, from pack opening to deck construction to seeing how the deck plays in practice. And so in the next year, I do want to bring gameplay onto the channel. Maybe even doing little tournaments with the sealed decks that we build to see how they perform against each other would be fun to see. I also want to bring more limited formats onto the channel. There are a ton of great ways to play trading card games, and I want to feature them. I kind of fell into sealed because it's easy to do solo, and most of these games are designed with sealed in mind. but draft is a huge portion of TCGs that I love way too much to not find a way to cover on the channel. My last goal for the next year is about community. I didn't promote myself too much or put myself out there in the first year because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this, that I could sustain a YouTube channel. Now that I've achieved that goal, I'm ready to reach out and find the other gamers like me and work on the original goal that I had when I made this channel. After all, games are best when enjoyed with other people, and I believe there's lots of you out there to enjoy them with. And so with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the new year, and here's to another great year of Packs and Picks.